Hi Scorpio, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for September 2014. Scorpions, we begin this month with 3 planets that are going to be getting active. We have Venus that is going to be transiting in Virgo. We then have Mars that is going to be entering Sagittarius, and finally we wrap up the month with Pluto that is going direct around the 20th. We begin the month with a lovely Venus entering Virgo in a part of your chart that has to do with long distance travel and friends. It also indicates that you could be meeting someone. There's a good chance of you meeting someone through a common friend, and you would want to be with someone who shares a similar interests as you, has a similar value system, is passionate about the same things that you are, has the same hobbies, maybe loves the same books, movies as you do, fights for the same cause that you do. So you would be looking at a lot of similar. It's not an extremely, I wouldn't say a passionate time, but it's beginning of the month is more where you are going to be in a very chilled space. You're going to be wanting to be among like-minded people who share the similar hobbies, similar passions. If you have just started seeing somebody new, Scorpios, give it some time. Let the mental rapport build before you sort of rush into something. You're in a more peace-loving, forgiving mood, very unlike a Scorpion. So there's lesser of that intensity as you begin the month. That's nice. You'll be more open to embracing individuals for who and what they are. So you're going to be quite open to people having their own opinions and not just looking at your way of doing things or how it is that you feel. Mars is going to be entering Sagittarius in week 2, and it's entering a part of your chart that has to do with earned income. It also has to do with self-worth. And Mars is going to be bringing a lot of its Martian energy. It's going to be bringing a lot of enthusiasm, positivity. And you are going to be looking at your finances very carefully at this point of time, Scorpions. You want to be secure. You are... and the more you earn, the more secure you feel. So money this month is very important to you. A lot of you are going to be checking your banks and seeing how much is saved and how much it is more that you need to be saving for that little luxury nest that you want for yourself. And this is also a time where you will be strongly identifying with your beliefs. And this is in week 2. So week 1 we saw you in a very benign, gentle and embracing individuality. However, in week 2, while you're okay to be embracing individuality, you're going to be relating to your own personal beliefs very closely. However, try not to I would say idolize your own beliefs too much, Scorpions. It's one thing to be believing in what you feel for strongly and standing by it. There's another to be sort of getting swayed by it and refusing to see another perspective of how a situation can be. So keep your mind open as well. This is also a good time to be evaluating your values and ensuring that they fit in with your life. Like I said, it is a time also of self-worth. Now this house just does not deal with earned income or finances. It also speaks about how it is that you think of yourself, or what is your self-worth, where it is that you peg yourself in life. It is, and this doesn't have to do really with financial success. It has to do with how far you've come in life, what it is that you value now, what is it that is important to you. And hopefully for some of you who have come out of broken relationships right now and have begun new ones, this would be a time where you would not be so hung up about the material aspect. So for some of you, yes, money has been a big criteria and quite to an obsessive note, and that could have been a cause of breakup as well. But so these are really two things. One is now wanting to be secure and ensuring that you have enough money for yourself, and another is being obsessed with it and saying that and putting your own worth as far as, so if I have X amount in my bank, I value myself more. So that is something that the planets are asking you to look at and see as to how it is that you peg yourself in life, and what is your self-worth, and where it is that you see yourself in the entire gamut of things. Pluto is going to be going direct towards the end of the month. That's on the 22nd, and Pluto is a planet of transformation and truth. And Pluto, normally the Plutonian energy works in extremes, so it can either really make things flower and open up and expand for you, or it can just close. If things have not been working out, it can just sort of close the chapter for you. And there's little that you can do when Pluto sort of shows up, shows you the mirror. The best course of action normally is to go along with it and take control of the situation. And when I'm saying take control of the situation, it doesn't mean that you can change the situation around, but try and accept and adapt yourself to the best that you can at the given moment of the situation, rather than throwing a fit. So Pluto is going to be highlighting a part of your chart that suggests that your words will have a lot of value at this point of time, and people are going to be believing you when you say something. So it's a good time to be getting people onto your side, on your ideology. However, try not to be a pain, Scorpions. If it's one thing to be believing in your ideas and having people sort of listen to you, and it's another to get so swayed in and so fall in love with your own ideas and the way that you think that the entire world or how things should be functioning, that you start converting others onto totally the way that you think is the right way, or how and almost I would say with a righteous tone. Some of you will be going out and trying to be changing the world. Some of you will actually make a difference as far as humanitarian causes are concerned. You'll actually be able to do something, but for most of you it's just going to be an extremely annoying exercise, wherein that you just end up forcing your ideas down others' throats. So be a little careful. It's great when you believe in something and you stand by it, a certain ideology or a philosophy. It's another way when you try to force it down somebody else's throat. Also, this is a time where, since it has to do with words and communication, you could be dealing with people who are writers, authors, musicians, and there could be a lot of conversation, a lot of intellectual, you could feel very intellectually stimulated as well. This is a time when Pluto is a Scorpio, that you can transform your relationship. It's really it's quite a fantastic planet, wherein it allows you to either you get transformed or you transform. So really the choice is yours. What is it that you want to do? And you will be, so besides the conversation and all, you will be digging more deeper and trying to figure out things for yourself, gaining more knowledge. It's just no longer going to be superficial information that you're going to be happy with. And it's a great time wherein that you can focus your energies over your mental capabilities and try and see how best productive you can be. So try not to get mentally scattered with too many multiple things wanting to do. Try and gain control over your mind and channelize into something really productive, and rather than just idle conversations. So interesting month. Scorpio starts with a nice soft gentle note, and then moves on to you, having a look at your nest egg, your self-worth and money, and what is it and where it is that you peg yourself in life. And finally we wrap it up with a transformation. Make good use of it and try and transform your relationships for what you want them to be, not what they want you to be. Have a great September, Scorpios. It's been lovely speaking with you. I'll see you again in October.